Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! Oh my goodness, it is such an exciting day today. Welcome to Takeover Tuesday for Valentine's Day. It is the Takeover Tuesday Valentine's Day special, and I haven't seen you guys in a while. I was sick last week, and I'm all good now. I'm all better. I know there's just a bug going around. I think that's just what's going on. I was talking to a lot of people last week, and everybody was saying that they were having a lot of issues and everybody was getting sick last week. So I hope everybody else, all of you guys, are doing okay, and I hope everybody's in good health and here and happy and healthy and ready to celebrate Valentine's Day, because it's going to be great. As you can see, I tried to decorate a little bit. Wolf guys, these are just for you. I don't have cheesecake, but I hope this will work. I had to. They looked so adorable. So I tried to get into the spirit of Valentine's Day just a little bit. But I want to say good morning to some of you guys, because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. It's been forever. Ginger Israel, good morning. It is rainy and cloudy here in San Diego. Let me tell you, we had a couple days of sun and it was great. And I loved it because I was, I'm feeling better and I wanted to go out and do stuff. And now we're back to gloom and cloudiness, but it's okay. It's all good. Tammy Pruitt is on vacation. She's in Mexico right now, but going back to California today. I am so jealous. That sounds like so much fun. Lisa G, good morning. Good morning, Linda Brooks. Linda is at an Italian restaurant. What are you eating, Linda? I love Italian food. I gotta know. Is it pasta, salad, lasagna? I gotta know. Chicken parm? That's Blaine's favorite, I think. Okay, let's see. Brenda Campbell, good morning. We got Kathy Lauer. We got Sonia Herrera. Happy Valentine's Day. Guys, it is such a great day today. I want to show you something that I made. I feel like we're kind of in the spirit, and it kind of is fitting with SMP and Valentine's Day. So this is just a plain cardigan that I had here. I think I used it. I brought it here when I was doing a show a couple months ago, but I hadn't used it in a while, and I was kind of like, it's just a very like plain and simple cardigan. So what I did was I embroidered a little thread spool and a little needle. What do you guys think? I'm still learning, and embroidery is something that I absolutely love, but I am still getting the hang of it. But hey, I think it worked out pretty good. I used the Floriani, the High Loft dimensional topper. Oh my goodness, you guys. Game changer for sure, but love it. I think I'm going to add a bunch of different embroidery designs to this and just see how much I can fill up on this cardigan. And it can be like my little practice one for all the embroidery that I want to do. So let me know what I should put on here, and I can show you guys what I add there soon. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. I'm seeing all the comments. Well, let's talk about today. Today is a very exciting episode because we are not having one guest. We aren't having two guests. We're having 3 guests on today to talk all things fun and all of the great Valentine's Day designs, all of just that fun aesthetic of Valentine's Day, and showing you some great projects that you can get into to make either for you, for around the house, for your sweetie. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But we have got so much in store for you guys today. We've got Melinda Bigley and Evy Hawkins, who are amazing educators when it comes to just embroidery and all things like that. And they have a fun little surprise for you guys. So I'll let them talk to you guys about it. But then we also have Nicole Moore coming on today and showing some of her quilting techniques and a new pattern that she's been working on that is very much in tune with Valentine's Day. So I can't wait for that as well. It's going to be great. So we're touching a little bit of embroidery and quilting today. So I had to get a mix for Valentine's Day because A, I haven't seen you guys in forever. We missed the show last week. And B, it's a holiday. Why not go all out? You know what I mean? You know, it's only great. And you guys always let me. So I'm going to do it. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Before we get too into today's show, I just want to let you guys know of some fun little things happening. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are the first to find out. We just received our leopard print sew mats. We just received them. They're here and they are ready to ship out. So if you guys are interested, go get some mats. Go get them. We are so excited to have them in. They were shipping and they're here and ready for you guys and ready to be put in your sewing room. So just letting you guys know, I have the links all down below, as well as links to everybody on the show today. And yeah, it's great. Wolfgeist said, so you're going to give away a couple today? I don't know. We'll see, Wolfgeist. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see where the show takes us today. But yes, leopard print mats. We've got Quilt Fest coming up March 13th through the 17th. So exciting. We are finalizing the last little pieces of the schedule, and the giveaways that we have for this year's Quilt Fest is like no other. Let me tell you guys, even I've been shocked and just amazed by all the stuff that we are giving away this year. So I'm sure we'll have more information to come. So look out on our Facebook and our Instagram because we'll be posting tons of information about Quilt Fest, and enter a quilt. If you have, Kyle, we can do table runners and all sorts of things, or is it just, are we keeping it full quilts? Yeah, I think we're keeping it to full quilts. But if you have one, if you have if you haven't made one in a while, maybe you have one from a couple months ago, enter it in. Enter it in. We love seeing all of the creations that you guys have done. And you never know, just because if you think, oh, my quilt's not going to win, that does not mean that a bunch of people think the same thing. Your quilt could be an award-winning quilt and you have no idea yet. So you never know until you try. I highly suggest just go enter it. It's so much fun to get involved, and then you can go and share it, and you can have all your friends and family vote. It is great. It is so much fun, and we have so much fun looking at everything and voting, and we're going to have some judges this year, some celebrity judges. So keep an eye out for that, because I'm telling you guys, Quilt Fest this year, even if you aren't a quilter and you are an embroiderer, you'll find something that you'll love on here. I promise. So Quilt Fest, leopard mats. We've got Blaine's show this week. SMP Live is going to be great. We have a new product launch this Thursday at 10 a.m. PST. So join in on that. Hang out with us while we are chatting about new products, because it is so much fun. Why not? All right. So Cindy asked, I'm just going to answer a couple questions real quick because I know people are asking about Quilt Fest. Cindy Ball asked, what about if I entered a quilt in Hoop Fest? Could I enter it in Quilt Fest? Does that count as a quilt? Let me find out for you, and I will get back to you. I'm pretty sure I have your email, Cindy. I will let you know about that. I feel like that might be okay, but I'll get back to you and I'll make sure I get you the right info on that. But you guys, just, especially since lockdown and everything, I mean, just enter a quilt. You won't be sorry. It'll be fun just to get involved, and you never know, you could win some big prizes. That's all I'm going to say, but you guys can trust me on that. Just saying. All right, you guys. What else is coming up? I think that might be it. But who's excited for today's show? Because I am. I can't stop. I'm so excited. I'm giddy right now. But okay, we are going to go ahead and get started with today's show. So first up, I see one more question. I'm just going to answer it really quick. How do you enter? Go ahead and head to SMP Live. Or no, I'm sorry, that is the wrong link. If you go to our website, just SewingMachinesPlus.com, if you look at our banners that we have on the homepage, you will find the Quilt Fest banner. Click on that. You can click the link right down below. It's the first link where it says Shop SMP. Click on that and then go down to the Quilt Fest banner on the front page, and that will show you all the information, because I'd love to sit and talk with you about Quilt Fest all day long. I would love to, but there's so much that I just could not go over in the next couple of minutes. So, and it's all virtual, and we're going to be streaming March 13th through the 17th live on YouTube right here on our YouTube channel for 5 days, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the times. And you can join us all day and hang out with us. And it's great. It's going to be so much fun. So go to our page on our website, go to Quilt Fest banner, front page of the SewingMachinesPlus.com. You'll find all the info that you need. Okay. All right. I want to get started. I just want to make sure that you guys have all the questions answered and everything like that. All right. So first up, we're going to be chatting with Melinda and Evy, and they are, I would say, they are so talented when it comes to embroidery and, all things getting involved with the baby lock machines, and they're just great. And I had to get them on today's show because they have a pretty exciting little treat for all of you guys. So let's go ahead and head over to Melinda and Evy and see what they have planned for us today. All right. Melinda, hello. Evy, hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. I am so excited that you guys are here, and I cannot wait for you guys to chat and go into everything. I think I can just let you guys get started, and if you guys have any questions for me or anything, you just let me know, and I will pop right back in.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kennedy.
Awesome. Of course. See you guys in a bit.
Well, hello, Evy.
Well,
how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Good.
How are you all out there?
Yeah. How's everybody doing? We're so happy to be here, and I'm just so happy to have Evy with us. I just can't stand it. We have some fun things to show you guys. And as Kennedy alluded, we've got a freebie for you. So that's something we're very excited about that we created together. So Evy, anything before? What we want to do is to show you guys a video of how a portion of the freebie is to be created. So we'll do that first before we answer questions. And Evy, anything for you?
No, but I can't wait to see your class. I am
Oh.
looking forward to it. I made one, but I want to watch you do it. So I'm really excited
Okay,
about that.
perfect. Okay. Well then, Kennedy, let's start off showing that video, and then people know what we're talking about when we get to discussing the freebie. Okay, now we're ready to do our fill stitch. All right, so after your fill, this is where you're going to add Evy's gorgeous design. So let's get started. Okay, now that we've stitched out the beautiful design, we're on to our candle wicking. right, we finished our candle wicking. So here is the stage where we're going to remove our hoop from the machine. Turn the hoop over, and we're going to place our backing over the back of our mug rug. Now, the important part about this is making certain that you have your design centered in the middle of your backing so that you make sure that your stitching catches the whole entire backing. And that way you don't have any missing parts. So what I like to do when I put on backing is just give it a little bit of tape. And that way it ensures that it won't flip over or get caught underneath when you're stitching. And that will happen sometimes. But when you give it a little bit of tape, it'll help ensure that it stays where you want it. Okay, so we've got a little bit of tape. We're going to flip it around, and I'm going to be watching this, making sure that it doesn't get tucked under. Okay, so we're ready to go. Okay, so that was our tack down for the backing. I'm going to remove from the hoop and remove from the machine, and this is the last time you will cut. All right, so we've got everything ready to go, and our last step is the satin stitch. So let's get going. Okay, we're at the last part of our project. So we're going to remove mug rug from the hoop. You can set your hoop aside. And then we're going to cut our stabilizer. And I'm just going to do a nice, give myself plenty of space around with that stabilizer, and then I'll go in for a finer cut now. So this is cutaway. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting as close to that stitching as I can, making sure not to cut that satin stitch. And it's kind of an art to do this, but you'll get used to it once you do this a lot. And I've done a lot of cutting. It's pretty easy. I like using the larger scissors as well when I'm cutting these out. Okay, so I got pretty darn close to that, and now I'm going to just use the lighter and get rid of the rest of the excess stabilizer. So now let's take our lighter, or you can do a burning tool. Sandra Shaw has a wonderful Burnsy tool that's very helpful. This is just a very quick little run along the edges to make sure that none of that stabilizer is left over. If you use wash away stabilizer, and that works great as well, you can just rinse that away, get the little water edges on the side, and you will have a beautiful heart. I hope you guys enjoyed our little tutorial on making this pretty little mug rug. Evy and I sure had fun creating it. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day, everyone.
All right, you guys, what did you think of that? I think that was probably one of my favorite projects we've had on the show. They're just adorable. So let me get Melinda and Evy back on here so we can talk and answer some of your guys' questions, because I saw quite a few. So let's go ahead and see. All right, you guys, welcome back. So my first question I'm going to go ahead and ask, because I saw so many right when you brought it out. What was the tool that you used? The the teal tool, and I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I know where it's from.
This was actually created by Xandra Shaw, and it says Hoop Fun Club on it, but this has saved my fingers many, many, many times, because eventually I would have sewn right over my fingers. And this was actually created for embroidery. It looks like a spatula, but it's not. It is a tool specifically to keep your fingers safe. And on top of that, it keeps your machine safe. So if you were to run over it, it will not damage your machine. If you use chopsticks and things like that, it will actually hurt the machine.
Yes.
So that is something that I can give you that link also later.
That's great. I think I've got it here. I can go ahead and put it in the comments as well.
Perfect.
But yes, I have had a situation where I have, the sewing machine has gone through the finger before. So having that type of tool, I now am like, I do not go near my machine unless I have something like that, because you don't want to risk it, you guys.
No, not at all.
All right.
Absolutely. So what I was thinking, Kennedy, could we get Evy to kind of show some of her things so we can see what she does? Because I'll tell you what, I've sewn out many of her designs, one of which is our upcoming Easter. So we've got our little bunnies there. And I'm absolutely in love with her designs. So
yes,
I just
take it away, Evy.
Well, thank you, Melinda, Kennedy, both of you very much. I'll tell you what, I like to fluff my house for all the holidays. Do you do that too? Do you go around and put out your pretties every holiday that comes up? It just makes me happy, so I do it anyway. So when Melinda said, can we show some of your pretty things that you made? I had to go around the house and drag them out of their corners and sofas and chairs and around my mug rugs that I have scattered all over the house, because everybody knows you need more than one of those. Oh, and by the way, I made one too. See? There's mine. I had so much fun making this. It was cool. I did use wash away. I'm not quite as brave as Melinda with that lighter thing, but oh, that's so cool, and I want to try it so bad. So I'm going to. So here are some other mug rugs I have. These are paper pieced in the hoop. Do you ever do quilting in the hoop? I love that. And I make that. And then here's they come in sizes. This is called a Hardy Cuppa, but aren't they fun? So you can have the baby size and the mama size and the big daddy size cup. And then sometimes I take those same things. These are my heart-shaped doilies, and I make them into hangings. Isn't that fun? So then this one, on my Instagram account, I have a little tutorial showing you how to make this hanger that I have on the back. But these doilies make wonderful little mini wall hangings. Some of my things, and then let's see. Oh, Melinda said that basket you have of all those hearts. So this is my basket. This sits in my foyer on Valentine's week, and I've got a bunch of little sachets in it. Do you like to make sachets? I love to make them. One of the things that you can do in your machine, and I know that Melinda has YouTube tutorials showing you how to sew things together in the machine. Pretty sure she does. Melinda, you'll have to jump in there and tell me yes or no. But this is a little sachet, and then there's tiny ones like this, and then there's, oh yeah, and I do add beads to it. Hand sewing is not necessarily a 4-letter word for me. I actually like to do it, strangely enough. And there's this one. So making square sachets in the hoop using those onboard tool, the frame tools that you have, that's really fun too. And then here's some of my newer hearts. This one I just did. I can't wait to see what Melinda does with this, because she does so many beautiful things with my floral designs. This is called Petite Petals, and that's brand new. And this is an older one. This is Heartfelt Flowers, one of my favorite ones, perhaps. I love it because it's so old-fashioned looking. You can make it pretty funky, or you can make it look really, really old-fashioned. And that's, I'm sorry that it's backwards, but it says bless your heart. And in the South, we can either say that with our tongue firmly in our cheek, as in bless your heart, or we can say bless your heart. Y'all know what I mean, don't you? And then I have a bunch of new things. I don't know if you're signed up for my newsletter or not, but you should be, because I have a lot of Valentine treats coming. There's another little coaster and a wee little pouch. Another little coaster made pretty much like you made that, like Melinda made her heart coaster today. And a wee little pillow. It's made out of my hot pads design. I just stuffed it instead of leaving it flat. So that's all I rounded up today, Melinda. What else have you got to say?
Those are absolutely stunning. I tell you what, Evy, I use your floral designs and lots of other things all the time. In fact, on some of my classes, I've got my signs and things like that. And I made this quilt and put your floral designs in, I think it's under this one. Yeah. So each of my signs, I will incorporate your floral wreaths. And I am so excited. In fact, I did the color sorting yesterday for the petite pretties. Oh, I am so in love with those. So we are going to have a lot of fun designing the next things with that. The one thing I did want to show you is this is something that I do teach on my, I've got a class on it. So if you guys, like you said, sign up for Evy's newsletter. I read that every week and I can't wait to see what she has to say. And she always puts links to her projects. And for me, I've got So Blessed Quilting and Embroidery Facebook group. I do a lot of tutorials, as Evy said, on YouTube. And if you just search my name, you'll be able to find me there. And subscribing is wonderful because I know I'm reaching you. And you can always get to me and say, hey, would you show me how to do this, that, and the other thing? I do a lot of things with IQ. And I'll just show you this because this is something that I taught in a live a couple weeks ago. And that design is created in IQ. So I am not a skilled digitizer like Evy is, but when you use the Baby Lock Solaris or the Altair Meridian, you've got access to your digitizing abilities right in your machines, which is super exciting for those of us who are not digitizers. So as far as our free giveaway, like Evy's saying, this is the design that Evy created just for this class. We were able to, I'm so grateful to have her willing and able to design such a beautiful design for us. And then you'll get the design for this heart. You don't have to create it yourself. It will be given to you when you, if you email me at soblessed101@gmail, you'll get the heart and all of that. And Evy has a link for the freebie for her design. So we really were excited to give that to you guys today. And this, just so you know, I like to work with leathers. This is actually a metallic leather that I placed on the back. So it's kind of a reversible mug rug. I know, Evy, I see your face. These are the metallic leather is
That's
so much fun.
awesome.
Isn't that neat? I've got a project that's in the works using all those metallics that Xandra got me interested in. And boy, they're fun. The one I'm working on right now is actually for babies, because as you know, I had my first granddaughter in May, and I know you've used your grandkids to show off your beautiful designs in your newsletters and all that. And oh my gosh, it's so much fun to have a grandbaby to be able to shower with these wonderful things and make them happy. So that's what I've got to show for right now.
Tell me, Melinda, how do people find the link? Do you have the link in your Facebook group for the design?
So I have, if they would either come into my Facebook group and contact me there, I will get them the link for the design, or they can email me. And that's really the easier way. If you email me at soblessed101@gmail.com, I will get you the link for Evy's freebie design, and I'll give you the digitized design for the mug rug as well. So both of those are available for you guys.
Awesome. And if all that fails, I believe you can go to our website and type in Melinda in the search bar, and that page will come up too.
That's great. Have fun. Yeah. So we made it as easy as we can for you guys to be able to access this wonderful design, and then to look and see what else you're interested in. When you go onto Evy's website, you're going to be blown away. And in my Facebook group, like I said, I use a lot of her designs. I use a lot of my own, but it's really just kind of a collaboration, especially with this project, to just kind of show you what you can do with your machine and how easy it is to create something beautiful and quickly, really, for those you love. And what better way to do that than on Valentine's Day?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love machine embroidery. It makes us look smart, doesn't it?
Oh, makes us look so smart and talented. And it's fast. That's the neat thing. You can complete this project in no time. So I think we probably have some questions coming up that Evy and I would be very happy to answer if you guys do have any for us. And I know. So Evy, I'm going to give that one to, I'm not sure. Have you tried the design doodler?
I'm not sure what, I don't know what it is.
Okay, I don't either.
Sure sounds interesting. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's a new one. So unfortunately, Kim, we can't answer that because neither of us know what that is.
I'm so sorry. If you guys have any more questions, please let us know. We had a bunch of questions when the video was going on, so I'm going to kind of go back and see what we've got. But please comment any questions that you guys have so far for Melinda or Evy, in terms of the design or anything like that. I'm seeing the questions. I'll let you guys get back to it.
Okay. Thanks, Kennedy. So we're just waiting. We can see the questions come up. Evy and I can see those. So we're just kind of waiting. Okay. Melinda, did you say we could use the wash away instead of the cutaway? Okay. So I'm glad you asked that. I'm a big cutaway person with what I do. There's a lot of bulky stuff. I love thick satin stitches on the edges of my work. I do another class that has a tray, and it requires that it has a very strong stabilizer because it perforates around and around and around. And if I use a tearaway, for example, it will actually fall right through the hoop. So I do use that cutaway, but Evy is the master of wash away. So I'll let you take that one, Evy.
I made this one using wash away. So it works just as well. The only difference is if this wasn't a bean stitch design, if it had a fill area stitch in it, when I was doing that part of the design, I would have slid a piece of just a regular tearaway under the hoop to support those stitches, and then very carefully remove the tearaway from the back before I added my backing to the back of the hoop. That's the only difference that I would do.
Great.
So wash away works great.
Yeah, it does. And then what Evy was talking about for those is sometimes I run across people that don't know what it is to float stabilizer, and that's floating stabilizer. And the floating portion only means that you're not hooping it. And it works great because like Evy's saying, you slide it right under that if you need that extra support, and your needle will catch it, and it works beautifully. So yeah, good question. Which tape is best? That's another great question. So I'll let Evy answer what she uses for that. This is, where is it? This is, I believe, Floriani. And the reason I like this is that it does not leave residue on your project. I have used painter's tape, which, yes, it works well, but I have found that it leaves some sticky residue on that project. Evy, what do you use for tape?
You know what? This is kind of funny, but I save my self-adhesive wash away and the little pieces that are too big to hoop.
Oh, smart.
And I use those. So
you just get it wet and it adheres? No kidding.
Well, no, the self-adhesive, you peel it and stick it.
Yes, okay.
Right. So it just acts like tape. Just stick it on there, and it's not like that about it. I have used that type of tape that you showed too, and it works really well. I can tell you it is. But I'm always out of it, and I always have self-adhesive stick away someplace. So I whip that out.
That's great. You and I hadn't talked about. That's a wonderful
waste not, want not, right?
Smart, very smart. Absolutely, yes. So great idea. I'm gonna start doing that. Did you iron on SF101 to the top fabric? Another great question, Cindy. So for me, I do. I always iron. I fuse on a fusible webbing on the top fabric, and actually, I also, if I'm doing something like one of my trays, or these signs, I also use fusible webbing on that fabric because I like my fabric to be stable. It allows for the design to be stitched with the least amount of puckering that I have found. Evy, do you fuse anything to your fabrics before you
anything that acts like an applique, I'll apply fusible web to it. However, if I'm doing something quilted, just like I did, let's see, let me search around here and I'll find one for you. For instance, okay, this one is quilted. I don't think you can see it.
Yeah,
you
you
can see
it.
a
That's
little
beautiful.
bit there. All right, so there's no fusible web on the back of that because I actually wanted that little fabric pucker around the design.
Yes, and that's a great point. If you're quilting it, for example, this little pillow has the fill from the new upgrade on our Solaris. I did not fuse anything to that because, like you're saying, you want that quilted look. You want the puckering. In fact, the background of our show right now almost looks trapunto looking because it's got that nice, it's just a nice not layered, but a thicker look to it rather than making it so super flat by that webbing. So
Right.
yeah, great question.
All right. I'm looking for more questions and I don't see any. I'm kind of seeing the same ones of, what the tool. Ooh, someone asked, could heat and bond be used also?
I think it does. Evy, do you use that?
Mm-hmm. You can use heat and bond, but I would advise you not to get the super strong one.
Gotcha.
So you've got two different kinds. You've got the light, heat and bond light. That's the one I'd use.
Perfect. Awesome. Cindy asked, where is Evy from? She loves your accent. South Carolina, did you say?
South Carolina.
Oh, that's awesome. Melinda, where are you from?
I'm actually originally from Southern California. I was born in Laguna Beach. I'm one of the original way backers. But I live in Washington State now.
Awesome. I mean, Pacific Northwest. It's kind of close. You're close.
Yes. Yeah, I love it. Big trees.
I've been here my whole life. I've been in San Diego my whole life, so I would love to be out in the forest at some point in my life.
I spent plenty of time in San Diego.
Yes, it's great. Oh, everybody is excited that you're from South Carolina, Evy. They're representing for you.
My mother's Irish and my father was from North Carolina. So I was raised in Delaware, but born in Boston. So I tell people I'm just confused.
It works. It works.
You don't know where to park your car.
No. I lost that accent when I was 4 years old.
Yeah, that's always, those are fun. I love your accent too.
No, I love it. I do the same thing with Blaine because he has a really strong Southern accent, and I find myself we'll be sitting and talking or in a meeting or something, and then all of a sudden I have a country accent and a Southern accent. I'm like,
you pick up on it.
You pick up on it. I swear.
Yeah. Tom, my husband, is from Connecticut, and he has, it's kind of, and our daughter never lived in Connecticut, but she says the same, like coffee, and if he gets animated, it's give the dog some coffee, that kind of thing. And it just comes out more and more. And then it just makes me laugh.
Yes. See, I love it. I mean, accents are probably my favorite thing ever. And if I spend enough time with you in person, I will pick up your accent and I can't help it. So
I wonder if that's a Southern California thing because we don't, my daughter and I talk about it. We speak in my opinion, it's boring because I just love the sound of Evy's words. The way she, I feel like the way I speak is quite boring.
Oh, I get tired of my own voice. I'm like, okay, I need something else.
Exactly. Somebody else speak for me.
I love it. I just want to let everybody know again, if you look right down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see Melinda's email. That's where you can go ahead and get a hold of that free design. Oh my gosh, Kimberly Moore just said Californians speak fast. I totally speak too fast. I'm such a idea all the time. Yes.
New Yorkers
goodness.
New Englanders speak very fast too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then also you can like Evy was saying, you can go to her website, abitofstitch.com. So if we can list that too, they can put Melinda.
If you go down right into the if you go right down in the description box, if you're watching on a computer or on your phone, if you just scroll down from the video, you'll find all the information to follow Melinda and Evy on Instagram, YouTube, get a hold of all of them, and all of their websites and everything like that. So go check it out
Sure.
and check out Evy's designs, because I was looking and I think I've used some of them before, maybe in the past, but they're all so amazing. Evy, I love all of your designs. They are so great. And I mean, just seeing the way they stitch out, they're so perfect. I mean,
and she's digitizing these herself, stitch by stitch by stitch. Absolute perfection.
Yeah. Is there a specific software that you use, Evy?
Well, I used Palette for years and years, and I still use it. It's my kind of like fallback. But I'm learning Wilcom right now, so that's
awesome.
New. Yeah.
We just started getting into Floriani TCU, and so I'm dabbling into digitizing, but you know, I have a lot to learn. So
it's a lot to learn. My daughter's going to be my digitizer, and she's learning in Brilliance right now. But I'm always kind of on the lookout for something that is very user friendly.
Yes, exactly. That's what I always do too, especially when we do shows. I mean, Melinda, you have your own show as well that you do every week, and go check out her show as well, of course. But you know, we're always trying to find new and easy things that, you know, people who watch us can try and see what they like and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm always trying to study different things and find the best and easiest way that you can make something really great and really pretty and just amazing. So I love it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's fun until I get to a place where I get confused, and then I'm like, don't give up, keep going. You got this.
We all go
my
through
patience.
Yes. All go
go eat a piece of chocolate, have a cup of tea.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm gonna listen to you now. I've got cupcakes right here.
How are they still sitting there?
I know. My manager is he's on a fast, and then everybody else is on a health kick. So they were like, we're going to give these to you, Kennedy. I'm like, you can't give these to me because I will eat all of them, you guys. I promise you. So
absolutely.
Bad. Yes.
Eat one for me.
Yes. I will get you one. I'll find a way to get you one, Evy. All right, you ladies. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I seriously had so much fun watching you and chatting with you guys and learning from you. It was seriously probably one of my favorite segments I've ever had on the show ever. So thank you so much for coming on and joining us. And for you guys watching, please go get that free design and check out more of Melinda and Evy, because it will be so worth it. I promise you. I know I am after today's show. I'm going to go look at your guys' YouTube and learn some more, because that's what I do.
That's very nice. Right. Thank you.
Of course.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and thanks for having us on. And Evy, obviously, always, I love working with you.
Oh my gosh, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, you guys, what did you all think? That was so fun, and the fact that they generously gave you a free design. I know I'm gonna go get that free design, and I'll probably post me making it today. I'm gonna try and do it. I'm gonna tell myself, I think I need to start pushing myself to do more projects and designs, because that's what you just gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, you guys. Well, we are currently just waiting for Miss Nicole Moore, but I think let's go ahead and get into some giveaways today, because it's Valentine's Day. I had to do something fun. Melinda and Evy brought they brought it with the design and all of that education. It was really great. And so again, I just hope you guys go try that design and just try stitching out something today. If you don't have plans today, I mean, I don't have any plans. I'm going to go home and watch movies and get chocolate and candy and just sit at home once I leave here. And that's going to be my Valentine's Day. So I'd love for you to join me and try stitching out a project as well, because why not? Why not? All right. A lot of you guys have been complimenting my little setup. And let me just tell you this, none of this is me. This is Pockets from Arrow. I always keep him here. This is my little gnome. One of my friends, her name's Bailey, gave it to me. I love it so much. But all of this is from our customer service team and Lorena, who is so amazing. So she went ahead and brought all of these little decorations. We do have a tree out in our office that we decorate for each holiday. So our next holiday is going to be St. Patrick's Day. This was Valentine's Day, but I stole all the decorations. So I'm sorry, Lorena. I'll put it back. But thank you for all the compliments. But that is all Lorena. And then these cupcakes are not me either. I I don't know if I could make a cupcake as good as these. These are from our sales rep. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Kelly. I almost said my own name. That is from Kelly Criddle. You've actually seen her on the show before. She made these amazing cupcakes for us, and they are so delicious. So I'm very excited. I even have another one that you guys can't even see. I have 3 cupcakes over here. Guys, this is just crazy. This is crazy. My diet starts tomorrow, I promise. All right, you guys. Well, I think we are ready for Miss Nicole, and we will go ahead and get started. But let me take this off just real quick. And dun dun dun. Alrighty. Well, we're keeping it going today, and we are getting on with Miss Nicole Moore, and we are going to go into some quilting today. I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and chat with her and see what's going on. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, everybody. Happy Valentine's
I'm so excited that you're here. Happy Valentine's Day. And I just want you to just get right started because you have a lot to show us and some exciting things to show us.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks again for having me on the show. I enjoy chatting with everyone. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my latest quilt pattern called the Modern Love Quilt Pattern. And it is just a really fun sew. I actually have a mini version. This pattern has 6 sizes. This is the mini version. And you can see, if I bring this up close, it has a cute little heart in the center. But this is actually a really simple project. And what I mean by that is that it's actually just a X and O quilt block. But because of the way that the fabric is placed and the fabric layout, you really can't see the X and O. What you really see is this diamond shape with the heart in the middle. But here is the X and here is the O. But on each side of the X, I bring in the O pattern next to it. And so it just kind of creates 2 different designs. And so this is just the mini size that I've made. And I've done some straight line quilting. I used my Juki DX-4000 to piece and to quilt this little project. Aren't these fun colors? This little mini quilt actually matches my kitchen. I have a green wall and an orange wall. And so I was trying to bring both colors in. And so this actually hangs in my kitchen and was just a really fun little project that I made in a day. It's super simple. I used green for the backing, and I did some simple straight line quilting with my walking foot. And so this was a fun one to do for the mini size. Now I've made, like I said, it comes in 3 different sizes or 6 different sizes. I've made the full size, which was really big. And so I still have that on my wall. I'm going to turn, thank you so much. I'm going to turn my camera. Let's see if I can do that without making a mess of things. I'm going to turn my camera because my quilt is hanging on this wall. We're going to kind of span through my studio here. It's right behind my long arm. I have a Juki J350, but there is my larger Modern Love quilt that I have hanging on the wall. This is a fat quarter friendly pattern, and it was just so much fun to put together. Each fat quarter makes 2 diamonds, and then you can just use I used a red fabric for the heart in the center. So I'm in the middle of, I'm going to turn us back around here. I'm in the middle of another pattern right there on the wall. It's called Churn Chain. That's going to be releasing next month. And I'm really excited about that, but I'm still testing that. So let me see if I can set us up here without the camera. Sorry, I'm going live here. It's not pre-recorded, so fingers crossed that the camera doesn't fall. But I'm in the middle of piecing another version of the Modern Love quilt, and this one is a baby size, like a little crib size. And so I've already pieced about, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. See how cute that is? This is some farm print here. And I'm going to put the last row on. Okay. So let me back up a little bit so you can see. So this is just going to be a really fun print. Now this was just random scraps that I had, bits of fabric And so I used green hearts and blue hearts. I thought I have several little baby boys being born into the family, and I thought that this would be a really cute quilt to make for a little boy. Now you can find this pattern is available in my shop. You can, I think I gave Kennedy the link for that, and it is my website is sewmuchmore.com. That's SEWMUCHMOORE. My last name is Moore, so it's kind of a play on words, but you can find that and more information. And I have a quilt parade on my website. There's so many other versions. We had testers make more of these, but let me put the last row on this baby quilt if you guys want to sew with me for a minute. So I'm going to lay this out and pin this together, and then we'll iron it. I was watching a little bit of the show before I came on, and it looks like you guys were having fun with embroidery. Super fun. So these designs, like I said, here's the X block. See, here's that X block, and that's actually going to be meeting up with the bottom of an O block, and so it makes that nice design, that diamond design. So I'm going to flip this over, right sides together, and I'm going to pin this. I do like to pin. I'm not sure if you guys are pinners or if you just go with it, but I do like to pin. Oh, thanks for putting that link in there, Kennedy. I appreciate it. So like I said, I pieced this quilt with my DX-4000. It's Juki's top of the line sewing machine. It has a really nice throat space, a 12-inch throat space. And I do have my 1/4-inch presser foot. A lot of this quilt is made with actually just a regular presser foot because there's a lot of snowballing happening. And if you're not quite sure about what snowballing is, I do have a video course in my pattern sales area. So if you want to just get the pattern by itself, you can, or you could also add the video course, and it is all kind of in that one website area that Kennedy was telling you about earlier. So I show you step by step. You know, the pattern is written so that you don't need the video, but I don't know about you, I like video. I like video a lot, and so it's kind of like a really nice complement to the pattern. So I'm just pinning these here at the seams, just using some regular straight pins. Looking at the comments here. It is a great machine, Denise. Yeah, you like those irons? Those are Oliso mini irons. They come in 4 different colors. I have the yellow one right here on my ironing board next to me. And those little things that are hanging on is actually the sole plate that they rest on while you're not using them. So they are multifunctional. They hang cutely, like I've got them hung up there. And then they also are used to rest the iron on. And like I said, they come in 4 different colors. I'm using the yellow one. I like to coordinate my irons with my projects. And so I'm using the yellow one. Here it is right here. Let me show you. Isn't that cute? So this is the Oliso mini iron. And they are so fun. And they work really well. You can use it with steam. I like to use spray starch myself. Okay, so I've got all my pins in there. I'm just going to sew this down. Now I am using, I'm going to take this foot off to show you. This is a foot that you can get for your Juki sewing machine. This is a 1/4-inch foot. I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but it has a little hinge on it to help me with my seam allowance. And I also have this, I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but I have a little sticker on my extension table called a grid glider. And it also has markings. There's a 1/4-inch, 5/8, all the markings there. And it makes also for a nice slick surface. All the things to get a good seam allowance. All right, I'm going to put my glasses on because seam allowances seem to work so much better with the glasses. All right, so, and you're going to see me using my finger to sew. I like to use my stop start button on my machine because I can, and because my pedal always slips around, and I know I can put the little thing that makes it not slip, but because my hand is already here anyway, I really like using the start and stop button. So that's what I'm doing here when you see me flipping my finger up here like that. You starch too, Paula? I do. I use the Magic, this is like the little mini bottle. They have bigger bottles, but I use this starch. I pre-starch my fabric before I cut it. And then if I have lots of seams that come together and I want to lay them down nice and flat, then I hit it with a little bit of starch also. Now on this machine, I can control the speed. I've got it going about medium speed. Just making sure that it's so quiet that I wasn't sure I was actually stitching. I'm just stopping to pull the pins out. I don't like to sew over the pins. You like the flat top of the machine? It opens up so that you can see all of your stitches right here, and then your thread can lay in here. You can also put it up, but it's a nice sleek surface. And then you also have a handlebar right here if you need to lift it up. So this is the pattern that I'm working on. Again, you can find this pattern in my shop. It's just a fun, versatile pattern. We're doing the last seam here. Whoops, I'm going to cut my thread and rip because I sewed down I have things ironed a certain way, and I don't want to. I like nice flat seams. It's probably a little OCD of me, but I really like nice flat seams. So I'm going to go ahead and rip that out and start again on that little bit. All right, let me get that back aligned up here. So I have a presser foot up and down button, and then I'm just going to start again. There we go. Just halfway through the seam. So I am located, I saw you guys talking earlier where you're located, and I just wanted to say that I'm located in Kansas City, and we had a wonderful weekend. We had a wonderful Sunday because our Chiefs won the Super Bowl again. They've called off school. I have a junior in high school, and I have an older child also. They're gonna hang out tonight. My older son has an apartment in downtown Kansas City where the parade is going to happen tomorrow. They've canceled school. There's no school. I can't even go to the YMCA tomorrow because the whole place is shutting down for the parade. Everyone's super excited. So I'm not going to the parade. I'm going to watch it on the news. But my sons will be there. And because today is Valentine's Day, Chiefs were your team too, Cindy? Awesome. Yay. How about those Chiefs, right? Yeah. So my seam ripper recommendations are the ones that I can find, Cindy. I have so many and they're all over the place, but the one that's closest to me today is this one. And I have no idea the brand. I have no idea, but it works, right? Whatever's closest to me, because they all basically do the same thing, right? So, but anyway, I'm not going to go to the parade. Today's Valentine's Day, and so I give my sons Valentine's gifts, you know, just like they're my Valentine, and they both got a Chiefs t-shirt that said that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, so that was fun. All right, here we are, the last of the stitches. Let me reverse that. I have seam rippers everywhere too, except for when I need it, and then I can never find the one, right? It's a problem. All right, that was my last seam. I sewed it on there correctly. See how the design. Here was the block that I added. See how the design carried through to the next row. I'm going to give this a nice pressing here in a little bit, but that looks really good. I like how those rows lined up. See how it all lined up nice. I love the little hearts. That's sideways. So the little hearts in the middle are a bunch of half square triangles, quarter square triangles, and all the things that us quilters love to make. There, this is done. I just have to iron it, and then I'm going to quilt it. I've got some scrap batting that I have underneath my long arm that I think I'm not even going to load this on the long arm. This machine has such a wide throat here, like it's 12 inches. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to quilt it myself with some free motion quilting. I have these quilting rings that I got from Juki, a little while ago. Let me show you. I'm not going to actually quilt anything right now, but I want to show you these rings. They gave them to me. I think where was I? I was at Paducah last spring, I think is when these came out. And I was at Paducah at the show there. And so these are Juki quilting rings. And what you do, this is the small one. This is an 8-inch one. And this is the large one. It's 11 inches. And like I said, this is a 12-inch throat space. So I could use this one right here. What I would do is I would drop my feed dogs and I would change my presser foot. Right now I have the 1/4-inch presser foot. And so I would put like my hopping foot or my free motion foot there. And then I would see this little opening right here, this opening. So I would put this opening right through there. And then this would hold the fabric, my quilt sandwich. This would hold it in place. And then it would give me something to grip while I moved the fabric underneath the needle. And so I'm going to give these a try to finish this quilt. I go live on my own YouTube channel every Wednesday at 10 a.m. So if you wanted to subscribe to me over there, set your alerts for that. I'll be doing that tomorrow at 10 a.m. And so I'm really, this one is like I said, the 8-inch size. And I'm pretty sure Kennedy might have these in stock, these quilting rings. She may have them. I'm not sure if she does or not. But they are available for all Juki dealers to sell. I'm just looking at, they're cool hoops, right? You guys were talking about hoops earlier with embroidery. Well, these are quilting hoops. So they actually call them quilters rings. They have size 8 and size 11. So I'm going to be using these tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time because I'm in Kansas City. That's one of the reasons I'm not going to the Super Bowl parade is because I do my, oh, good. You do have those. Thank you very much for putting that YouTube channel up there. I appreciate it, Kennedy. I'll be there live tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we'll be quilting this tomorrow. So I can do a nice demonstration for you then if you're interested in seeing some free motion quilting on a domestic machine. Again, this is the Juki DX-4000. It is a great machine for piecing quilts. I sewed a shirt with this. It has a really great buttonhole attachment. And you can also do free motion quilting. Lots and lots of stitches. It has a computer screen display. You can even get on the internet and watch a YouTube video or look at your owner's manual on this display. It's pretty impressive. So anyway, I'm really excited to be here today. I'm wondering if anybody has any questions about the Modern Love Quilt pattern or anything that you see in my studio that I can maybe answer some questions. Yes, it's Central Time, 10 a.m. I'm looking through here. You have the small size. Awesome. I think that you guys have been introduced to those quilting rings before. I know that this channel is a big fan of Juki and will show some of their products at times. I'm a big fan of Juki also. I'm their brand ambassador. And so I get an opportunity to use their machines and kind of experiment with things. It's just a great position to be in. Yeah, well, I don't see anybody having any questions. We can talk a little bit about my next pattern that's coming up. I have a group called the Quilt Block Club, and they get an early look at all of my quilt patterns. I have a new quilt pattern releasing every month. And so on Friday, is it Friday? No, it's this weekend. This weekend, we're going to be releasing my latest pattern called Churn Chain. And that's this quilt that's right here behind us. It was made with a fabric line called Rainbow Sherbet by Sarah Thomas for Moda. And that fabric is yet to be released. It will be released in August. And so this quilt, I'm not sure if anybody in here is from Atlanta. There's a quilt show going on in Atlanta next week called QuiltCon, and it's for modern quilters. And so this quilt will be hanging and display at the Oliso booth. And then we'll also have a couple other of my quilts hanging up so that you can kind of get an idea of some of the designs that I have available. Yeah, isn't that fun? It's the Churn Chain with the Rainbow Sherbet. Yes. It's fun.
Nicole, I just have to come on here and say your quilts are so amazing. The amount of comments that we've gotten about just the modern love one that you have on your wall, you're inspiring me to go make it. I'm like, should I just try it and just do it maybe once?
Well, the one on the wall is the big one. So, give yourself some time. This one, you can super easy make this in just a day. So, yeah.
See, I love that. And everybody was saying the colors were great. And so I love that your kitchen is that same tone. It's so great.
Yeah. So I had printed out these are some images that I made on paper.
Yeah.
So I like to look at them before I actually cut them with fabric. And so I made that image. There's a nice ombre example.
Ooh.
And then this one is all blues, if you like blues.
Oh, I love that one. I love that one.
And then then this one, this is on the cover. So there's just all sorts of different colors.
Oh, I love that one.
Browns. I have a girlfriend that loves brown. She's like, make me a brown one, Nicole. And so here's a brown one.
See, that's so simple too, but it's so like just a couple colors, but still it's great.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Oh my gosh.
So fun.
Somebody said, I think it was May Simmons, she commented, you are a busy woman, Nicole.
Yes.
We love it.
Quilting, count me in.
Yes. If you guys are going to QuiltCon, go hang out with Nicole and go see all of her work because I would love to see all of this in person. It is truly, I just love seeing the talent and like your passion for it and creating your own patterns is just really inspiring. So I just love that. And also, I have not seen as many comments as I have today about hanging irons. Everybody is just in love with the way that you're hanging them up. And I think it's very space saving conscious. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. And it's a really great way for me to hang them up and display them and just accessible, just hanging right there. So
exactly. You can just grab whichever one. I love it. I'm trying to see if there are any questions. One thing, people were asking about the machine again, but I mean, I think you were just talking about it, the DX-4000.
The DX-4000.
And can I just say, it is so quiet. It is probably one of the most quiet machines that I have personally worked on.
Sewing back here when I first started because I wasn't sure. It's so quiet and it's just a really smooth sew, and the stitches are perfect. The tension is excellent, and you can adjust so many things on it. It's just the fine machine. I love it so much.
Yeah, no, exactly. And especially with Juki too. I mean, I really love Juki products and their machines because, they have that industrial like build almost, and that, they have industrial machines. They also have commercial, but they just last. Like they really last forever. I mean, the 2010 is like classic.
Yeah, all the knowledge. Juki has this huge history of factory sewing machines. Right?
Yes.
They take all of the knowledge and all of the skills that they learned in those factory settings and they apply them to the domestic machines. When I first started working with Juki, my industrial machine is just right back here. It's a D1N and it's a for bag making. I make bags too. And so that's my first experience with them. And then I bought my Juki DX-50, which is, let me flip this here, which is my long arm right there.
Oh,
right?
yes.
And then I have a 2010 Q right back there on the table. And then I have another travel one.
Yeah.
I have lots of Jukis.
They're great. I mean,
Yeah.
and I get it. Like a lot of people might be, I've talked to a lot of people who are very brand, oriented. They want all the same brands. They want it all to be cohesive. And I think Juki is probably the perfect brand to stay connected with and have all the same machines, because you can hit the, embroidery. You can hit the sewing, the quilting, the industrial. You can have it all with Juki. So I love Juki a lot. They're great.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, they're great. Well, Nicole, thank you so much for coming on today and chatting with us a little bit. I really hope everybody goes and checks out your pattern, the Modern Love one. It's great. I'm going to drop the link in one more time. I have it just over here. I want to make sure I get it over here. But it's great.
Stop by my YouTube channel tomorrow morning. I have if you don't remember it, everything that you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, my website, everything, so much more, spelled HMOORE.
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
You can just look it right up, and it goes with your last name. I love it. I need to come up with something like that. I don't know. I'll have to think about it and brainstorm, but that's for another day. Well, all right, Nicole, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us today. Happy Valentine's Day. Congrats on the Chiefs winning. Go Chiefs. See, my name's Kennedy Cook, so like I support because KC, so that's kind of my thing. I'm a Chiefs fan. We'll just say it. Nobody get upset, but I love the Chiefs. All right, Nicole. Well, I will go ahead and let you get back to it, but thank you again, and we will see you soon.
Yeah. Bye for now.
Bye. All right, you guys. Well, it is time for some giveaways now. I told you we got some things going on, and we do. So let me come over to our screen right over here. Our first giveaway here is going to be, let's see. Well, let me get some music going first. That's the first order of business, you guys. All right. What did you guys think of the little Takeover Tuesday makeover? I saw somebody comment about the bear. I love making like new things for special episodes. I don't know. That's my thing, I guess. I don't know. All right, our first giveaway we're going to be doing. Actually, our first giveaway isn't from us. Our first giveaway is from Miss Evy Hawkins. There she is. I put the wrong one. We have got Evy. She wanted to give you guys a $25 gift card. So one of you guys will get a $25 gift card to abitofstitch.com, where you can go ahead and pick some embroidery designs. And like we were talking about before, Evy creates all of these designs by herself and digitizes them all herself, stitch by stitch. So I highly recommend you go and check them out because she does such a wonderful job. So let's go ahead and see who is going to win this little gift card. And you guys can go try some new designs. Just for me. Do it for me, please. Edelweiss? Is that how I say it? I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing, but Edelweiss Quilting, congratulations. Go ahead and head to smplive.tv. What we're going to do, if you just enter your information, we will get that over to Evy, and we will get you that gift card. So I see you commenting. Congrats. We will go ahead and get that to you. Just go ahead and head to smplive.tv. It's running right down there, the website right there for you. Fill it out. We'll go ahead and get that for you, and you can get shopping. All right. Is the music a little better? I saw somebody comment that it was a little loud. I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Hear me okay. All right. Our next giveaway is going to be from us now, and we're going to be giving away a gift card for you today. This is a $100 gift card. You can go splurge on anything you please and, try something new. Maybe those Juki quilting rings we were just talking about. Maybe, I don't know, what else? What else can you guys think of? Maybe some new thread, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and spin, and you guys can decide whatever is up to you. Cheetah mat. Yes. I know Lorena and Laura Cook are watching from our customer service department, and they love these cheetah mats. So All right. Kay Ditzler, congratulations. You have just won a brand spanking new $100 gift card just for you. Fill out the information down below at smplive.tv. We'll get that gift card to you and you can get shopping. Congrats. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope these are all great presents for you guys. All righty. Next up, we are going to give away our perfect, iconic, world famous sew mat. Now this you can pick out in any color that you like. So if you want that leopard print, get that leopard print. If you want the blue, the gold, if you want the colors to match your brand of machine that you have, get that. The options are endless. You want the cherry blossom, you want the teal, you want the aqua, the blueberry, whatever you want. Pick your color, let us know, and fill it out smplive.tv. So let's go ahead and spin. Who's going to win this mat, please? Let's see. I need to get a mat, you guys. I have nothing right here. Tracy, is it Sire or Sayer? Congratulations, Tracy. I know you. I think, have you shopped at our San Marcos store before? I feel like I've seen you before. But congratulations. Go ahead and head to smplive.tv to claim your prize. Like Martha is saying, they are so nice and they really help with vibration of your machine. And as Blaine always says, if you don't have a sewing mat, you're doing a machine a what? A disservice. Exactly. We've got it memorized over here. All right. So Tracy, just go ahead and head to smplive.tv, pick out the mat that you want and the size, and we'll get that out to you. Just an FYI though, if you do want that leopard print sew mat, we do have it in medium and large. So we don't have it in extra large or small. So just medium and large for you. But I recommend the large because that way you get more space to see the great pattern. Just saying. All right. Our last giveaway for today is going to be an Encore 260A sewing machine because why not? It's Valentine's Day. We're spreading the love, getting you a new sewing machine. So let's go ahead and spin and see who's going to win today's sewing machine. Okay. Chantel Pinto, congratulations. You have just won a brand new sewing machine. Congratulations. And head to smplive.tv to claim that, and we will ship that right to your doorstep. Happy Valentine's Day. There you go, guys. That's just easy as pie. There you go. I love to see if they're still watching. If she's still watching, comment Chantel if you're still watching. And that way we can get that out to you. All right, you guys. This episode was so much fun. Can I just tell you guys, I was watching when we had Melinda and Evy on, and I always learned something from all of our educators, and it was just so much fun. And I feel like we were all on the same page when I read the comments. You guys were reading my mind with all the different things. That tool, let me pull up that link. This, if you go to this link right here. Okay, here we go. Let's say, I'm pulling it up right now as we speak so I can get you guys that link to that tool. But if I'm not mistaken, it is right here. You know what I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and post it. That embroidery tool that was used in the beginning of the episode today, if you go ahead and join our Facebook group, I will do a little post of all the things that we kind of went over today so that way you guys get a little refresher, and I'll link that down below just because my computer's starting to get a little slow on me. So I don't want to have you guys sit here and wait forever while I get this link. But join our Facebook group. We have it right on our Facebook page. You can head over and it'll be right there on the page. Go ahead and connect with us outside of today's YouTube video. We've got our Facebook and our Instagram and our TikTok, and we will go ahead and connect more and post more. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day and do something fun. Eat a cupcake, eat some chocolate, treat yourself, do a project, whatever you want to do. I mean, see, my hair is going everywhere. But check out the description box below for all the info down below if you want to connect with any of the guests that we had on today's show. And I think that's all for today, you guys. Thank you again for coming on and hanging out with us. We'll see you next time, and join us this Thursday for SMP Live. And we will see you very, very soon. All right, you guys. See you next time. Bye.